Check 1, 2, mic testing. Testing. Hello. Joining us. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for joining us this evening. I see your comments. And Billy and Lucy, as well as Ikor. Now, this evening, let's get that song. This evening, thank you for joining us. Everyone, we appreciate. We'll be online for a short while because we'll again come back for our evening worship session. But this moment is really about the healing and recovery initiative that we are undertaking. Working with individuals who are going through tough times and just offering a listening ear and the support that is needed. So we will be working with people. You've seen in my posts that I have shared earlier that we are willing to work with persons who feel that they need to be heard in a safe environment, in a professional manner, and they need someone to hold them accountable to the journey they are in, especially healing and recovery. And I thought I'll be taking time to speak about this and to introduce what we are doing. So you realize that it's possible for the heavy weight of the past to hold people back and to keep you enslaved, to keep you under oppression, and to keep you in the place of shame or guilt or self-condemnation. It's possible for the weight of the past and the traumas and all that you've been through. It's possible for these forces to hold you down and to cripple you and prevent you from moving to the next level. And it's possible for events that happened in the past to still control you this day. And that's why we are doing the Healing and Recovery Program for interested parties, those who are interested and those who are willing to go through the healing process, the recovery process. You might have been in environments that prevented you from making progress, or environments that were very judgmental, or spaces that never sought to know what you were going through, and as a result you felt judged and condemned, and you feel like there's a cloud of there's a dark cloud above you that has always prevented you from moving to the next level. You felt misunderstood. Whenever you share your story with people, they don't get it, and they rush to conclusions instead of giving you the support that you need and the safety that you need just to express yourself by way of speaking it out, and then you could start your journey of recovery. And that's why I'm working with men and persons who are going through such experiences, and to help them get back to this pursuit of purpose, because it's very important that we be healed and recovered. It's very important that we get back on track, and that we are helped to reclaim the lost territory, to reclaim the lost ground. In the process of life and in the events of life, sometimes we've been hard hit by situations and circumstances, and sometimes we find ourselves in spaces that do not help us to break free from what has always held us back. And that's why we are introducing the healing and recovery coaching sessions. Give me a moment. And for this reason, we are introducing the healing and recovery sessions, personalized and tailored for different individuals, need-based. Because I've realized that the past can hold you hostage. And if you've not been around people who have sought to be supportive and just if you've been around environments that were very judgmental, and people always rushed to conclusions about you, and nobody sought to just listen without judging and offer the support that you needed, and in the process you could end up very wounded and very crippled, very crushed. And that's why we are doing the healing and recovery sessions, and I've already talked about it in some of our social media posts. If you check on different platforms, we're working with people, and as a healing and recovery coach, I'm interested in your healing and your recovery, because we need people to get back on track and to find a path to reclaim their place and their purposes in life and in God. So I'm going to be offering one-to-one coaching sessions. One-to-one coaching sessions can be virtual, it can be face-to-face, it can be online. and just walking and helping you to recover your purpose, your sanity, your sobriety, and to break free from any patterns that have held you back all this while. Your healing is extremely important because it's going to help you to henceforth operate from a place of certainty and a place of your true identity. Because what has happened is that because of the crushing that has happened over time, probably from events from our childhood, from events, from abuse, from events that took place and shaped who we are. We grew up in homesteads that were either healthy or were dysfunctional. And we were brought up by, in different circumstances. We had different relationships in our childhood. It goes back to our childhood. And you realize that in the process of time, it's possible for there to be a crushing. It's possible for there to be a robbery of your identity and a distortion of the original intention and idea of God for our lives. Because of the events and the injustices and the different happenings that we go through in this broken world, we could end up being broken without our knowledge. And even though we seem great and successful, and even though we can look amazing from the outside, there could be a deep brokenness on the inside, which can impact the way we relate with others. It can impact our attitudes and it can end up impacting and influencing who we are. And sometimes you are dealing with something that you've always wanted to break free from, but you always find yourself held captive by the same. You've tried your best, you've given yourself promises that you will have to overcome this, but you still find yourself going back to it. And that's why now healing becomes very important and needed. And it becomes necessary for there to be a healing. And that's why we are talking of healing today and talking about recovery, because individuals need to be helped and assisted to recover what they lost and to go back. We need to go back to the original idea and purpose that God had in mind. And friends, this is the reason. For this reason, we are on this journey together. You don't have to do it alone. You do not have to do it alone. And I'll be working with individuals who are in their journey to recovery, persons who need and want to have a fresh start and to have a new beginning. Your healed self is going to find it very easy now to pursue your purpose. And the healed version of you is going to be very robust and very aware of what you are dealing with. And that way, it's going to become very possible for you to fulfill the purpose that God had in mind when He placed you on this planet. Listen, where is this? We thank you, Lord, and we give you praise. Now listen, you need to turn the heavy weight of your past into, instead of it being a huge burden that is crippling you and causing you to feel stalled and feel stuck. Your past now shouldn't be a life sentence, and it should not be a verdict or a statement that completely blacklists you from the race of life. Your past can and could be used actually to your advantage. And this is why now healing becomes necessary, so that you find a way out of that prison. And that's why we are opening the floor, and we're going to be doing personalized one-to-one healing and recovery sessions. And it's not just about talking. Talking, of course, is part of it, and it's needed and very vital for your healing. But in addition to talking it out and through it, it's about building up a structure and a sustainable program or a sustainable schedule which will help you now participate in the whole process, a step-by-step path which will help you recover and bounce back and begin to pursue your calling and your purpose despite of the past you've been through, irrespective of what you consider your greatest shortcomings and weaknesses. And despite of all those battles and heavy weights you feel you are carrying, you still are important and vital, and you need to be permitted to pursue your calling and your purpose despite what you've been through. And no matter how ugly the past seems in your eyes, you are going to need to heal and to begin to have a fresh start where now you pursue your purpose and your calling. And so, friends, what are we offering? We're going to be offering a safe space for you to speak and be heard. Some people can find healing simply by expressing and talking about what they're going through in a safe environment where confidentiality is guaranteed, professionalism is guaranteed, and in an environment that does not rush to make conclusions about them. And when you are sure that nobody is going to be out there talking about your story and what you've been through, and that what you are sharing and talking about is between you and the professional you're dealing with, then your confidence is in, you are helped to safely talk about what it is that you feel could be battling you. It's a safe environment, and you're going to have a partner in me or in us. We're going to walk with you and help you. We're going to draw a plan, and we are like architects of your healing process and journey. And so we are going to walk with you through all this and take the necessary actions so that we convert your past, your painful past, or your hurtful past, or even that burden you're carrying. And many times the problem is actually the image we've allowed ourselves to embrace about us because of what you've been through, because of what crushing you went through, because of the amount of abuse that you experienced. Now you have a very negative image of yourself. And even when people praise you, and even when people compliment you, and when people try to express confidence in you, you still cannot receive it, and you cannot process it, and you still feel that there's something lacking in you, and you feel wounded on the inside, and that's why you do not believe in yourself. There are challenges you cannot take on. There are some opportunities that you can be given and you reject because you feel unqualified and you feel unworthy. You feel that I'm not yet there. I cannot do this and that, simply because you grew up or were brought up in an environment that kept criticizing you and just telling you what was wrong with you. And nobody told you what was right with you. They always seemed to see what was wrong, and nobody seemed to see anything positive about you. And so what happens is that we grow up with this sense of low self-esteem, and it could end up impacting our adult life, the relationships we make later on in life, and it's going to really even affect how we behave in the marketplace, in our different spaces, in our career places. It's going to impact how we go about our daily lives. And that's why healing becomes necessary. Because of these distortions that have taken place, there's going to be a need for healing. And few of us admit it. Most people just want to assume that let's just ignore what we went through and try to live with what we have left. But it's important for us to take a journey, a self-reflective kind of a journey and inquest, and just investigate, what have I been through and how has it affected how I show up in real life? How has it affected how I show up in my workplace, in my relationships? What did I go through in my childhood, and how could it be impacting how I relate with people? And when we ask ourselves these questions, you realize that there is a necessity for healing. We are, even whether you be a believer in Christ or not, we're still going to need that kind of a fresh start. It's very important. It helps a lot when we already have a relationship with God, our Creator. When we are in tune with Christ now, who is our Creator, it becomes an advantage. But we are still going to have to do the work of cooperating with Him as He tries to make us afresh. We are going to need to cooperate with Him and participate in the healing process. And by allowing Him, we have to become an open book. Those dark corners in our lives which we do not permit anyone to access. And that's why now a safe environment and a safe conversation between you and a professional, where confidentiality is guaranteed and nobody is judging or condemning you or writing you off based on what you are confessing. Now it becomes necessary for our healing to take place. So I see your comments from Stephen, from my friend Kingdom Come, that must be Cornelius. And I see Jen Opportunity. She's trying to ask people to talk to her about jobs. Well, and I see Chanix and Billy and Lorenzo. I'm not singing right now. So I'm not singing in this session. This is a brief one where I'm talking about the practice that we are undertaking to work with different persons who need healing or recovery. For our worship session, we'll be here online at 9 p.m. East African time. If you can join us then we will be able to do that. But right now I'm speaking about healing and recovery, the other aspect of my ministry that that God is calling me to do, and that is to walk with people, listen to them, listen to their frustrations, to their fears and their vulnerabilities, without having to go out and share with others. Professionally walking with you as a healing and recovery coach. And in the process, you're going to go through a structured and a guided process which will help you heal and recover what you lost in terms of your self-identity, your self-esteem, and even your purpose. And you're going to be helped now to recover your ID in Christ, in God. I understand that not everyone, of course, is a believer in Christ, but we, of course, encourage you to have a relationship with Christ, because He is our Creator and He knows what He manufactured us to become, and He knows the purpose He has for us. But you're still going to need to be heard and to be listened to, and then to be held accountable. In your healing journey, you need an accountability partner who holds you accountable to the schedule that we are going to lay down, and someone to hold your hand and to help you to get back on track. Whether you are dealing with a loss in life, whether you're dealing with childhood trauma, whether you're dealing with some insecurities and safety fears that have been implanted in your person by the events of the past, or whether you're dealing with some personal weaknesses that have been holding you back, and some mannerisms or some habits which have kept you a prisoner for years, not able to pursue your calling and purpose. We are here to walk with you. I'm here to walk with you, and you're going to book a session. Now, for this one, I'm charging, and of course, you will see details of these one-to-one sessions we are going to have with you in your healing and recovery journey. And it's to help you just come back to your senses and overcome those mountains, those obstacles that you have allowed yourself to believe that they exist. And most of the times, we have created an image and believed in it, which that is weak, inferior, and completely unable to take any move to the next level because of what we've been fed over time in the process of time. Maybe in our childhood, we have that negative sense of self. And even though we are ambitious and we have visions and dreams that we would like to achieve, these things still hold us back, and they still cause us they still cripple us when we are trying to move forward. They still hold us back. And it becomes necessary, friends, for us to undergo healing and restoration and recovery. And many times you are going to need an accountability partner in the process. Many times you're going to need someone to help you through the process. And you're going to need someone to just guide you and help you come to the true realization of your purpose and your reason for existence. Why did God bring you in His world? There has to be a reason and a purpose for you to fulfill. So that's what we're going to be undertaking. We're going to be doing these coaching sessions. Don't mind about distance or location. It's something that we can still do online. But of course, when you reach out, we'll discuss and see where we are located. Where are you? I'm at the moment. Well, let's see what's happening here. So friends, you don't have to stay there feeling stuck and defeated in self-pity and feeling that nobody cares, nobody minds about your affairs, and that nobody seeks to understand you. Everyone in this world is busy and trying to make life better for themselves. And that's why we come in to support people who need this wonderful recovery and healing help so that they come back to their purpose. So friends, the weight of a past of hurt or a past of failure or a past of mistakes, it comes with a weight. There's a weight that has to be lifted. And sometimes the hardest part is not even the problem itself. The hardest part is trying to recover yourself on your own and by yourself. You're going to need the help of a partner, and a growth partner, a recovery and healing partner, someone to hold your hand, hold you accountable. Sit down, come up with a sustainable path that you can follow so that it helps you bounce back and recover your purpose. Safety is guaranteed, and professionalism as well as confidentiality. And you're going to not have to worry about your story being shared out there and gossip taking place. This is one of the reasons why people have shunned the practice of confessing, and people no longer trust people, and people no longer share their stories, because you'll share it today with a trusted party, only to find that your story has now been shared again and again. I'm not singing right now, Lorenzo. I'm just talking about the healing and recovery initiative that I'm undertaking, and inviting people to come and come out of their different huts and woods, their different shapes of brokenness, and just come out and talk about it and find healing. And that's what I wanted to create awareness about this moment. I'm about to close actually, but we'll be back later in the evening for that worship session you are talking about, Lorenzo. Right now I'm not doing that singing bit, but we'll be back again. I want you guys to help me talk about this and create awareness of this service. And I want to request you to reshare my latest post on TikTok. If you can help me repost it. If you can help me repost my latest post, which has to do with this healing and recovery initiative that we are launching. And it's like a mentorship, not really a mentorship, but it's a professional kind of a relationship where I'll be working with people as a healing and recovery coach. You can as well talk about a purpose coach and just help people overcome their different hurdles and setbacks and help them to go for their purpose, help them to overcome their crippling, limiting beliefs and their crippling past events that happened in the past and that are holding them back, even sometimes without their knowledge, keeping them in stagnation and forbidding them to take steps to the next level. And they've allowed now their environment to prevent them from elevating or moving to the next level. So now when a purpose coach comes in, or when a healing and recovery coach is introduced in the picture, you're going to be helped now to overcome all these hurdles and to realize your true self. None of us is perfect, and none of us will ever be perfect for the job. We just have to work with what we have. Despite all those shortcomings you think you carry, you still have value and worth, and you do make a difference. And that's why we need now to We need to have this kind of accountability partners to help us move to the next level. It's okay, Lawrence, I hear you. And Jeremy Vunti, I see you. You're saying, remember me, Lord. And most of you are asking us to sing. We are not singing now. We'll do that at later in the evening at 9 p.m. East African time, if you'll join us. But now I was just talking about that, and I need your help. I've seen a good number joining, especially on TikTok and YouTube. And what you can do to help me, if you can repost my most recent post on TikTok, which is talking more about what we are doing in terms of healing and recovery, so that we reach some more people. You'll help me in that way. I'll appreciate. If you can help me that way, I'll appreciate. We'll keep talking about this, and I will be opening discussions. We don't just want to come and sing and pray together, and that's all. I think we need to go beyond that and talk about life realities and real life challenges and battles that we face as humans, and try to see how we can help one another. You'll hear me talk about this frequently, and you'll hear me talking about coaching, purpose coach, healing and recovery coaching. And you'll hear me talking about inviting people to book sessions for healing and recovery. You'll hear me talk about this. And even if you don't end up booking a session, you're also going to participate in these conversations, because we are going to be having such broadcasts, and where I will also bring you on board and hear your views. And we're going to reason with one another and just sharpen one another, so that we can end up becoming better, even as we maintain the other version of our ministry, which is healing worship. We'll still keep that intact, but we are still going now to have this additional dimension where we discuss real life realities, problems, and solutions. And God will bless us. So thank you so much. I'll appreciate your repost. If you can repost my latest post where I'm talking about it, whether it be on Facebook. I've done it on Facebook, on TikTok, and also on YouTube. If you go to the YouTube posts, I've done one. And if you can reshare it, like it and reshare if you can. And that way you will have helped me to pass the message to even a bigger audience. And if you have any question about this, please feel free to message me directly. You can message me directly, and I'm going to respond. But for now, I will close this broadcast because I have to attend to some other matter. But then we are going to be back online in the evening, later this evening, 9 p.m. East African. Join us for a moment of healing worship. There we will just be connecting with the Lord. Okay? Thank you so much for your time. I've seen your comments. I've seen your likes, very many of them, over 10,000 on TikTok. I appreciate it. And I see some individuals following us also on YouTube, and I appreciate now. And we want also to, in the near future, I want to introduce also live broadcasts on Facebook as well, so that when we are live on TikTok, we are also present on YouTube concurrently, and at the same time, we are streaming on Facebook. That's what I want to introduce. So that we reach as many as we can, and so that we amplify the message, and that God will help us. I pray that the message will find momentum, and that God will grant us good success. Now, friends, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I see new followers from Hired Scanner. I see Mama Nenya that she has followed us, and Chichiro Kenya, as well as Steve Onjieku and the Taylors. Thank you for those new follows today. And Choku Yesu, thank you for the new follow. And every other person who is supporting us, we appreciate you and celebrate you. See you later this evening, and God bless you richly. Bye-bye for now. Thank you for your time. God bless. God bless.